This country is ranked amongst the fastest internet in the world.
China, that they provide us with 5G.
And it's also one of the most desolate and remote places on Earth.
We have 5G in nearly, I think it's 80% of all the inhabited area of Iceland.
So how the heck is the internet so fast in Iceland?
We have a deal with Huawei in China, and we have also Starlink from Tesla.
Huawei is actually the world's largest supplier of 5G equipment, but Huawei's 5G was sanctioned in the US and the EU over fears that its technology could be used for spying. But Iceland is not part of the EU.
At some point they were afraid to be spied on, but after we found out that the US had been spying on most of Europe without Europe's consent, then I think a lot of people like, what is the difference between US spying on us and China spying on us? After we find out that US has been spying on a lot of European leaders without their consent, a lot of Icelanders calmed a bit down and were like, yeah, okay. Maybe China's not so much different. Super fast internet, so.
So what's the issue exactly? Well, Huawei has already finalized more 5G contracts than any other country. Many countries are now upgrading their telecom and internet technology to 5G. Huawei is pretty much banned in the US, even their smartphones are too. But in places like Germany, its smartphone is popular, often coming in behind Apple and Samsung. So naturally, Huawei wants to be a leading equipment maker for 5G for countries around the world. But it can't because the US and Europe have too many concerns that its technology could be used for the wrong reasons. These countries have essentially banned Huawei from being able to operate 5G in this country. But over in Iceland, things are different since Iceland is not part of the EU. So in 2019, Huawei started expanding its network across Iceland. Today, it is said that Huawei is actually winning the 5G race, which is a big concern to the US, who fears that this is one way that China is increasing its influence globally. See, the US says often that Huawei is effectively an extension of the Chinese Communist Party. This is because under a 2017 law, Huawei and all Chinese companies are legally required to conduct intelligence work on behalf of the Chinese government. So the question is, what would China do with 5G influence? Well, some say they would in theory be able to collect, monitor critics, or even steal intellectual property. Critics also worry that in the future, if 5G has ties to a government, then that government has a lot of power, like being able to disable networks or cause chaos through the Internet of Things. Other countries are skeptical, but not outright banning Huawei. For example, in India, they are phasing out Huawei equipment over these fears. In Vietnam, they say they avoid using Huawei, but they haven't banned them. And even Singapore, a close ally of China, has chosen its competitors, Ericsson and Nokia.